Hey YouTube family, welcome to Tina's Tiny Living Tiny Family, and happy St. Patrick's Day. Hoping everyone is having fun on this St. Patty's Day, and if you're Irish, as I am, at least 95% Irish, here's to you for this day. And on to frugal gardening. Even in my 2-room apartment, as you saw on the porch, I am doing container gardening. I've got my starters, and I will be doing more and more container gardening around the building of my apartment complex. And I have about 20 containers so far that I can fill with stuff. But I'm starting the seeds, putting them out in the day during the sun, and bringing them in the evening so that they stay warm. And there's all kinds of ways that you can do container gardening. It doesn't have to be all of the garden things that you buy at the store. Things can be repurposed and reused containers of whatever it is that you already have on hand. Some of those container pots I actually got from the neighbor across the street in the other apartment complex. They were moving, and so everything that she didn't want, she put out by the dumpster. And I probably picked up about 10 or so container pots to use this year, plus the wire stands for tomato plants. I already had one, but I ended up getting 2 more free ones because she had them out by her dumpster. So, that's another way to get some free things for your garden, is to look what people have sitting out at dumpsters. Go to your waste recycling place. There's probably things there available that you can use for container gardening. Almost anything will do. And you can even do a makeshift container pot as well. Just be creative with it. Don't have to go to the store, and you don't have to spend 5 to 10 to 20 or whatever it costs on a container pot, whether it be a plastic pot or a clay pot or a glass pot. You don't have to spend that kind of money. There are other ways to do your garden. And I have found that for me, doing it this way is very fun. I like figuring out how I can use what I have and what I can find for free that people are no longer using anymore. If you're over at your friend's house, find out what they have that they're trying to get rid of as far as garden stuff. You'd be surprised at what they might end up giving you. You might end up with a gold mine. Who knows? I know I did with the neighbor across the street. And so for me, that was God-given, and I'm just so very grateful at the container pots for gardening that I did get from all of that, because it's like, woo, I hit the jackpot. And so hoping everyone's having fun with their gardening, their planting. And I know the weather is wacky and weird, and from one coast to the other coast, here on the Northwest Pacific coast, we're actually into some drier days, which is allowing us to get out and do things in the garden. The East Coast, on the other hand, is having a little bit different weather than we are. So it's just different no matter where you live. The weather is just different. And as I've said, people have said that when you plant, and it may not be the seed to plant in your zone, go ahead and try it anyway. Take the risk and give it a try. Don't be afraid to try those new things to plant. I know I just germinated a lemon seed, and it sprouted. It took 2 months inside, but it sprouted, and it has a very green stem on it, and it's very healthy. And so waiting patiently, just trying new things, use what you've got. If you have to get things to put in your soil, get it and try. Just try things and just have fun with it and experiment and get your hands in there and get dirty, because that is just so therapeutic. That's what God has given us to do, to toil the soil and to have fun with it and to be able to live off our land. No, I'm on a very small porch area. I am going to be living off of my porch, the things that I grow. My strawberries are coming back up, and I will have strawberries again this year. They're the ever bearing, so I'm looking forward to that. I will probably have a bigger crop this year than what I did last year. And I too am trying some new seeds and experimenting with those, and hopefully be able to show everybody once they start sprouting. So you're watching Tina's Tiny Living Tiny Family, hoping everyone in YouTube land is having a great, wonderful, safe day. God bless. Here's the inside seed starters. I have some carrots, zucchini, lettuce, spinach, butter crunch lettuce, narcissus. If I said that right. In my 2-room apartment. Here's the lemon tree that germinated from seed. You can see the date 12/30. It has taken 2 months for this to sprout. But as you can see, the lemon tree looks very healthy. Here's my container garden out on my porch. You can see the little area. Here's what will be more container gardening and more garden pots I have as well inside. Strawberries, catnip, lemon balm, closer look at the lemon balm, catnip, strawberries.